I would like to introduce you to our next panelist from Lebanon, the Minister of Environment, His Excellency Mr. Mohamad Mashnouk. Minister, your country is addressing numerous challenges, mainly related to land degradation, solid waste management, access to water and energy, as well as pollution. We look forward to hearing your comments in the context of our discussion today and some national perspectives.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I actually was hoping to go through the different proposed questions. I'll try not to exceed the 3 minutes.
Thank you, Minister.
I would like maybe to start with how our government is trying to stop the degradation while pursuing developmental efforts. The Lebanese government has adopted a threefold approach to prevent environmental degradation while pursuing the efforts to reach our sustainable development goals. Intensifying communication with the various stakeholders to increase awareness about environmental challenges and related health effects. Means of communication have included layman press releases about key studies and findings, technical workshops and seminars, environmental awareness campaign for school children. Second, developing economic and moral incentives for environmental compliance, such as the Lebanon Environmental Pollution Abatement Project, which offers technical assistance to industries free of charge and zero-interest loan for implementing interventions based on the principles of sustainable consumption and production, along with environmental compliance certificates. 3, reforming the existing legal framework to first emphasize key environmental principles, including prevention, precaution, polluters, precaution, polluters pay, environmental mainstreaming, etc. And second, strengthening the TIE inspection and enforcement procedures. This being said, when faced with force majeure, such as the ongoing Syrian conflict since 2011 or the 2006 Israeli war, all such actions fail. And this is why we need the UN General Assembly to help us continue in establishing peace in Lebanon. The UN General Assembly acknowledged that the value of the damage of Lebanon from 2006 oil spill amounted in 2014 to $856.4 million US. The Lebanon environmental assessment of the Syrian conflict and priority interventions highlighted the extensive incremental impact of the conflict on several environmental sectors and indicated that the needed priority interventions exceed $3 billion US. Maybe this will show you what we are facing in our precarious peace situation and our political divisions these days in Lebanon. If we move to another phase, which is how we are dealing with the public sector, the public participation in the decision-making process in Lebanon has been a key feature of the Lebanese governance system since the first constitution back in 1926. When environmental issues started emerging as a priority, the country witnessed a sharp increase in the number of environmental non-governmental organizations, which are more than 300 now, for a country whose population does not exceed 4.5 million. We have public participation in strategic environmental assessment, the SEA. We have consultation on legislation drafting and involvement in the preparation of sustainable development. I would have loved really to go on mentioning the other answers on the different questions, but...
Minister, if you'd like an extra 2 minutes, please go ahead.
Thank you. Actually, more recently, in March 2015, the government of Lebanon embarked in the preparation of National Sustainable Development Strategy. And we, as Ministry of Environment, we are the secretariat of all the committees working on this issue in the different ministries, plus, of course, the public sector and the NGOs and the universities. And we are trying our very best to coordinate between the various stakeholders And this is indeed challenging, particularly in times of political instability. This is the reason why Lebanon, in its 2012 report to the Sustainable Development Summit, highlighted some prerequisites to development, which include stability and security, among others. Under the prevailing circumstances, a balance has to be struck between consultation and moving forward. So yes, public consultation is important, but the scope and time frame should be very clear from the beginning. We can always look into detailed documentation of all our reports on different sectors in Lebanon, and hopefully in the coming 2 months, we will be releasing the roadmap for sustainable development. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Minister. We now